What's going on, everyone? How we doing today? I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes here to let everyone roll on in. Today is November 12th, 2020. It's a Thursday. Sky's a little gray out there, but the sun's bright here in Bitcoin world. On today's video, I'm going to be going over Bitcoin wallets, just talking about what Bitcoin wallets are, kind of a guide to wallets, and how to pick the right Bitcoin wallet for you. One of the things that people are probably noticing at this point is that the price of Bitcoin is starting to reach near its last all-time highs or its all-time highs, and with that comes a lot of excitement in the market. It brings a lot of a lot of investment, but also it brings a lot of crime. So it's important to understand what Bitcoin wallets are, how they work, what the different types of wallets are, and by knowing that, you can understand which Bitcoin wallet is best for you. So if you have any questions throughout this live stream, leave them in the comments for me. I will get to them either during this video or after this video, and I'll make sure I answer all your questions. I'm just going to start running through, the basics of Bitcoin wallets and what they are. So, what is a Bitcoin wallet? Well, a Bitcoin wallet is an account where you can send and receive Bitcoin. So when you think of a Bitcoin wallet, you can think of it like your PayPal account, or like your Venmo account, or like your Cash App account, or like your bank account. This Bitcoin wallet is what has been named for the account that you can send and receive Bitcoin. One of the benefits of Bitcoin is that you're your own bank with Bitcoin. And what do I mean by that? I mean that in the traditional world of finance, in the traditional banking world that we all live in today, we have to go to a bank to open up a bank account. And we have to go to a bank to open a bank account because the technology and the infrastructure isn't really advanced, and we need to rely on other people to create an account for us that we can then access to deposit money in, otherwise US dollars like we have today. But what Bitcoin does is it does all of the functions that a bank does on its own within its own software. So you can think of Bitcoin as literally being the bank. Bitcoin does, the technology itself does everything that the bank does. So the benefits of this are that it becomes much easier to create accounts. It becomes much easier for people to have access to money, and also we're able to be our own bank and manage our own money. So the way things are looking is that going forward, the banks will be disappearing, at least in the sense that we know them today. And you as the individual will have the ability to be your own bank, which adds a lot of benefits. You don't have to, you don't pay fees in certain accounts. You can send and receive money to this account, and you can also keep it safe. And so that's what a wallet is. So a wallet is an account, a Bitcoin account where you can send and receive Bitcoin. Now you can create a wallet. The ability to create a wallet so let's go back to the traditional world right now, right? How do we create a bank account right now? We have to show up in person at a bank and actually create an account. Well, to create a Bitcoin wallet, all you really need to do is have access to an app store or the internet, and then you can create your own Bitcoin wallet and start sending and receiving Bitcoin right now. Now, some of the ways that you can, and we'll go through a bunch of them during the next 20 minutes or so, but there are several types of Bitcoin wallets that exist. There are wallets that get stored on your computer. Those are known as desktop wallets. There are Bitcoin wallets that are stored on your cell phone. Those are known as mobile wallets. And there are also Bitcoin wallets that are stored on these little encrypted devices. Those are known as hardware wallets. And there's also the ability to store Bitcoin on a thing like a piece of paper. So there's things called paper wallets. So there's a lot of different wallets out there. Yo, Perez, thanks for commenting, bro. And again, if anyone has any questions this whole time in this live stream, I'm coming on to just talk for 30 minutes with everyone about Bitcoin wallets to help you guys understand them better and to know which one to pick based on your needs. Do we need to pay? So Perez says with the Bitcoin wallet, do we need to pay taxes if we sell the Bitcoins? Yes, you do. So and I'm not a tax attorney. I'm not an accountant. I'm not a professional in the tax industry. I'm not giving any kind of financial advice with this. I'm just sharing information that I've learned from the public domain. But right now, if you are a U.S. resident, the way that the IRS looks at uh, taxes when it comes to cryptocurrencies or crypto assets is that they are a property. So when you sell Bitcoin for another cryptocurrency, or you sell Bitcoin for real estate or any other type of alternative outside of that cryptocurrency, you should be calculating a capital gain or loss on that and then reporting that per the regulations in the United States. Now, if you live outside the United States, you need to take the initiative to look at what your local tax authority is actually saying with cryptocurrencies. But the point is that if you were to sell Bitcoin for like Ethereum or sell it into dollars or sell it for property or sell it for a house, you would then have to pay taxes. But if you were just sending Bitcoin from one wallet to another, just like you send money between bank accounts, that's not a taxable event that takes place. So you don't pay taxes to send Bitcoin from one account to another or one wallet to another, because in the Bitcoin world, they're not called accounts, they're called wallets. But if you were to sell it for property or any other cryptocurrencies, at least in the United States right now, the IRS has guidance out where they say that you need to report that as a taxable event. Yeah, and I definitely watch out for bots in my comments. That's another thing. Don't click on any links or anything like that. So yeah, nothing suspicious. You guys are all here in your own pace. If you have a comment or a question at all, you can definitely leave that. All right, but so where do I go to learn about which wallets to use, or so now you're saying, Joe, okay, I heard about all these wallets now. What do I need a Bitcoin wallet for? Well, I told you what kind of wallets exist. We talked about the computers, a desktop wallet, paper wallets, hardware wallets, mobile wallets. You need a wallet in order to send and receive Bitcoin. So that would be step one. If you were looking to get into Bitcoin, you'd say, okay, I want to buy Bitcoin. Well, you need a wallet in order to hold that Bitcoin, right? So let's start right from the top then on, let's just say you were an individual that wanted to buy Bitcoin. Well, if you were going to go buy Bitcoin, what you would be doing is you'd be going onto an exchange to purchase Bitcoin. So you'd go to a website, if you're in the US here, like Coinbase.com, or which I prefer, Kraken.com. I can leave a link for Kraken as well. Or if you have the Cash App on your cell phone, you can go on your Cash App. Or coming soon to PayPal, you'll be able to go onto your PayPal account. But if you are looking to purchase Bitcoin right away, you go onto these exchanges and then you can create an account, link your debit card to your bank account, and then you can purchase Bitcoin with your local currency. So if you're in the United States, you purchase Bitcoin with your US dollars. Once that happens, your Bitcoin is now, you see it in front of you, and it's on that website, on that application, on that exchange account that you purchased it from. What you're really seeing is a wallet that was created for you on that account. When you create an account on exchanges like the Cash App or Coinbase or Kraken, you're actually creating a Bitcoin wallet at the same time. So when you see that Bitcoin on the exchange, you're really seeing it on your wallet on that exchange. Now, that is one type of wallet that you'll see. Right away, you'll see them on these exchanges. So just know you have that wallet. Now, there's a saying in the crypto space that you want to try to not keep your Bitcoin on exchanges. The reason you don't want to keep your Bitcoin on exchanges is because the exchange is a centralized location that is vulnerable to hacking and compromise. Why? It's because they have a large amount of Bitcoin on that one centralized exchange. So if I'm someone looking to hack, a Bitcoin account where it's worthwhile, these individuals look at these exchanges as the targets because they have millions and millions and billions worth of Bitcoin on them. So the best thing that you could be doing is sending your Bitcoin off of an exchange onto your own personal wallet. And by doing this, you really be your own bank, so to say, and you can control the Bitcoin better and you can safeguard it much better. Um, Now, what we do when we want to do that is we need to now decide which wallet do we want to use, right? Because we can create all these different kinds of Bitcoin wallets, sending it off the exchange into our account. Um, and the first thing that I recommend to people with that is understanding the differences between owning your Bitcoin private keys and not owning your Bitcoin private keys when it comes to wallets. And this is the best thing to keep in mind here. If you download a wallet application from, on your cell phone or on your computer, a Bitcoin wallet, and you're asked to write down 12 to 24 words, that is how you know that you own your private keys. You have control of your private keys, your Bitcoin private keys. Now, Bitcoin private keys are what controls access to that Bitcoin. So it's the most important thing that you could have with Bitcoin because it gives access to your Bitcoin. And when you create a new wallet, what you're really doing is it's like you're creating a new bank account. It's like you're creating a new Venmo account. And you have this really secure password that makes it what it is. That's what makes Bitcoin so impressive, is that the security features behind the encryption make it that it's really hard to hack that. But this password needs to be kept secret by you, because if you tell other people what it is, they can then log in and send your Bitcoin out of that wallet into their own wallet. Now, this is called the Bitcoin private key. That is the most important thing to remember when you're creating wallets. So if you see this 12 to 24 characters, you know you have your Bitcoin private keys. And that are the type of wallets that you want to look for. There's a saying in the Bitcoin space: "Not your keys, not your Bitcoin." That is pretty much what goes along with it. Now, Joe, what are these keys? So there's a Bitcoin private key and a Bitcoin public key. The Bitcoin private key is, again, that's your master password to your Bitcoin. That is the access to your Bitcoin. That's how you can send and receive it. When you log into your wallet, your Bitcoin wallet, what you're really doing is you're gaining access to your Bitcoin. And then when you send your Bitcoin from that wallet, you're saying to the other person that this is me. I know the password behind this wallet. I could log in, and I just sent you Bitcoin. And that's what the Bitcoin private key is. The Bitcoin public key is the other key, and that's your address. So this is just like when you send people your PayPal address or your Venmo address or your Cash App address or your bank account information. Pay me at this bank account routing number, our checkbook addresses. This is what the Bitcoin public key is. So this is where others know where to send the Bitcoin to. The private key is what gives us access, what allows you to send and receive. The public key is what you're able to give to others so that they know where to send Bitcoin. The private key is the most important thing to remember when it comes to Bitcoin wallets and when it comes to Bitcoin in general, because if you lose those 12 to 24 words, or if someone hacks that account, they gain access to your Bitcoin, or you don't have any access to your Bitcoin. So when we go through some of these examples, I'm going to do my screen share here real quick. Keep in mind, and I'll reiterate, when you create an account, when you create a new Bitcoin wallet, whether you're downloading an app on your phone or you're going to load one up on your computer, some of the examples we're going to go through today, understand that those 12 to 24 words that you're presented with when you create that account, you should be handwriting those down on a piece of paper. You should be purchasing, once you have the ability to, of course, with your money. They have these devices now that are made out of steel and metal where you can ensure that your private keys are fireproof, waterproof, and can't be ripped up and shredded. So you should write them down on a piece of paper, the 12 to 24 words, and then you should be keeping those safe. You should not be scanning those on a computer. You should not be sending those online to anyone. because that gives a digital trace to the actual Bitcoin private key, and that is what we're trying to keep safe here. So that's private keys, public keys. Private keys are important with Bitcoin wallets because that's how you know whether you actually own your Bitcoin or not. When you buy Bitcoin on Coinbase or Cash App or the exchanges, you know that you don't own your private keys because you don't get presented with them at all. Coinbase has it, Cash App has it. They all have the private keys to your accounts. So when they get hacked, all of your accounts are open to them, to the hacker, and they're able to funnel the funds out. So it's very important to understand private keys, and I can't reiterate it or stress it enough. Yeah, so let's get into it though. So let's look at a few examples of wallets here, and I'll talk through understanding which one is best to use in which setting too. Okay, great. I hope you like my Bitcoin bees. All right, so where I come for all of my Bitcoin resource information, and where I was really starting to learn a lot about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, was from an individual named James Lopp. You can go to lopp.net, and Jameson's created quite the hub of Bitcoin information and resources. There's others out there. I mean, that's what I'm hoping to create here. Joe Rap TV is a whole library full of this content. But if you're looking to learn even further more about Bitcoin, following me, following other individuals, this is a website that you can go to for a bunch of different resources. But you'll see here, I'll come to Bitcoin resources and setting up a wallet. And then James here, he's done a good job, and he provides recommended wallets for Bitcoin. So this is where I'm going to start. We're going to walk through these wallets here and just what they are, what they do, and then you can understand which one might be better for you when you're holding your Bitcoin or sending your Bitcoin. So the first wallet that is recommended, you'll see here, it's a hardware wallet. So again, I told you there was like 4 or 5 different kinds of wallets. You could save it on your computer. You could save Bitcoin. You could save Bitcoin on a computer. You could save Bitcoin on your phone. You can save Bitcoin on a piece of paper. You could save Bitcoin on a hardware wallet. So this is a hardware wallet. So this is a little encrypted device. So this is in hardware wallets, I must say to start, we'll get into it. They are known as the best way to secure your Bitcoin right now. Storing your Bitcoin or your digital currencies, crypto assets on a hardware wallet is the best way to actually secure your privacy right now. And why is that? It's because it's on an encrypted device that is unplugged from the computer after you send the funds, and it's considered to be what we call cold. It's a cold wallet. So it's not linked to the internet. It's not hot. It's a cold wallet. And not being connected, therefore, gives it less access to the internet, so less chances of hacks and compromises. And the cold card wallet is something that he recommends. Jameson's done a good job of testing a lot of these wallets out. I'm validating these. I've used it as a resource. I've used many of these wallets, so I'm just walking through with everyone right now some of the best ones that I know about and some of the best ones that people can use. And you can go to his website. These links are all trusted. When you're searching to buy wallets online too, be very careful about the web addresses. Be very careful about what you're clicking into. Make sure you're on the correct website and it's real, because there are scammers out there that they replicate these websites. They'll run an ad behind it, and then they'll try to get you to click in and buy, and you're really purchasing a fraudulent device that once you plug it into your computer and load it up, your Bitcoin is not going to be as secure as you think it is, and there's a lot of issues that have come with that. But the cold card is right now, it is what's recommended as one of the top Bitcoin wallets to use right now. So this is a hardware wallet. So this is an encrypted device that you would be sending your Bitcoin onto, and then that allows you to store it offline securely. You'll see the MK3 is the latest that they recommend. So, what you'll do is you'll really just get right here, like the Cold Card MK3. You don't need the Office bundle. This is for if you're, you have a business, you're trying to save, or if you're just a high net worth individual. If you want multiple hardware wallets, they're just pairing it up in a multi-pack. But if you're someone that's just saving this on your own, sending and receiving, starting with one hardware wallet is typically okay. So you would just go for the single stock pack. But if you needed 3 of them, you can get the bundle packs here, the experimental pack. But the Cold Card MK3 is what you would be looking to purchase. And this wallet, these things come with instructions now too. I'll go through other tutorials more in depth. I don't have as much time for this video today. I'm just doing an overview to show you so you can explore on your own. But we'll be doing in-depth reviews on all these wallets and which ones, how they work, how to set them up. But they all have basic instructions. They're all really like, you get the box at home, and then there's a step-by-step guide either printed out on paper or there's a YouTube tutorial. And you'll plug it in, you'll download their wallet, you'll create your account, and then you can start sending and receiving Bitcoin from that. So staying on the topic of hardware wallets, one of the other most trusted hardware wallets, and one that I have used as well, is the Trezor Wallet. So if you go to trezor.io, Trezor.io, this is Trezor's website. So they have 2 models of their hardware wallet. One is a little bit cheaper than the other one. It's a little bit older. It doesn't support as many coins as the newer one. This Model T is the newer one. This Trezor 1 is the older one that I was just referring to. Either or will do. If you're buying Bitcoin only, primarily Bitcoin, Ethereum, a lot of these top currencies by market cap, the Trezor 1's okay. The Trezor Model T supports Monero, so if you're someone that is looking to purchase Monero as well, just be aware that the Model T is going to be the model to do exactly that. So the Model T, you'll see here. I should have gone to shop. Yeah, so this is showing me right now in euros, but so it's 150 euro for the Model T, and the Trezor 1, which is the older edition, is 49 bucks. So not too much money. You want to spend the money. The rule of thumb is if you have more than a couple $100 in Bitcoin, or if you have enough money in Bitcoin where you're going to lose sleep at night if you lose it, you want to be spending the money on a hardware wallet, essentially. This is the #1 recommended wallet that I recommend. This is why I'm starting here, is that your hardware wallet should be looked at as like your savings account. This is the most secure way to save your Bitcoin right now. So you want to be getting one of these hardware wallets to begin. So as you're buying Bitcoin, you're purchasing it on the exchange, you're sending it off the exchange into your hardware wallet, and that is going offline, and it's vaulted and it's safe, right? And then as we talk through these next couple wallets, I'm going to show you these next couple wallets would be like your spending money. So you're able to send some Bitcoin from your hardware wallet into like your mobile wallet on your cell phone or something, and you can walk around day to day, and you're able to spend and receive Bitcoin that way as well. But hardware wallets are the #1 wallet you should be using for savings. Great. So those are 2 again: the Trezor and CoinKite, or the Cold Card. Now, what is the next kind of wallet that we talk about? The next one would be desktop wallets, or otherwise, computer wallets, wallets for your desktop computer. Jameson recommends Electrum. Electrum's talked about quite a bit. So you have the ability here if you go to electrum.org. If you're so this the desktop wallet. Let's take a little rewind back. Why would you use a desktop wallet? You would use a desktop wallet on your computer, in my opinion, if you're going to be working from the computer a lot, if you're going to be on the computer a lot, if you're maybe an online business, or if you are a someone that has websites. If you're on the computer, working from the computer, or if you want to save Bitcoin on the computer, that's why you're going to be using it. Sometimes it's just easier to send and receive Bitcoin from a computer if you're working on it anyways than it is to send it back and forth from a cell phone to a computer to the hardware wallet. So this is really user preference right now. We're getting into that territory of wallets. But the Electrum wallet is an example of a wallet that you could use for your desktop. One of the other ones that I'm personally a fan of and that I've used is the Exodus wallet. So if you go to exodus.io, EXODUS, this is a desktop wallet for your computer, and it's also a mobile wallet for your cell phone. There's an application where it links together, and the Exodus wallet is one that's also very popular. One of the benefits to the Exodus wallet is that it has a built-in exchange in the wallet itself. So you don't need to send your Bitcoin to Coinbase from your hardware wallet in order to buy and sell. You can do it within the Exodus wallet. It has an exchange, so you can buy and sell cryptocurrencies back and forth. Only difference is that you hold your private keys. So no, I actually take that back. You do not hold your private keys with this one. So these desktop wallets typically, from what I've seen with Exodus, I don't think there was private keys. I'll double tap on this one. If anyone does download it and set up a wallet, just let us know in the comments. I can't remember if it was or wasn't. But again, these desktop wallets are like you're spending money. So we're not necessarily completely worried about it being offline anymore because we only have a small amount in the account where we're just using it like normal payments. So these are two examples of desktop wallets that exist that you could use. The next two are Android and iPhone wallets. So these would be categorized as mobile wallets. These mobile wallets are on your cell phone. That's why we call them mobile wallets. So the Samurai wallet is recommended for Android. Find it here. You could also download the Exodus wallet. Again, the Exodus wallet has on the App Store an application, so you could download the Exodus wallet on your phone and have it on the computer. You can, if you have an iPhone, Blockstream Green is the recommended application. One of the benefits of the Blockstream Green is that you have the ability to send and receive Lightning payments with the Bitcoin Lightning Network. I'll get into the Lightning Network in a future video, but for today's video's sake, talking about wallets, just know that if you have the iPhone, this is also a very good wallet. Another example is the Mycelium Wallet. You can find on Android and iPhone as well. Those are very good. And these wallets here typically will they typically will give you your private keys. So with these mobile wallets, I believe Samurai does. I know. Okay, so Exodus, I know, links back and forth between your accounts. The Mycelium wallet does as well. So some of these mobile wallets do give you an extra protection by giving you your private keys, those 12 to 24 words. That what are you going to do again? You're going to write them down on a piece of paper, and you're going to save those in a safe spot. You're not going to load them up online. You're not going to do anything like that. All right, cool. And then, that's pretty much, so we talked about hardware, talked about desktop wallets, talked about mobile wallets, web-based wallets, BitGo. I haven't really explored too much into these. I can save this for a future video. I'll bring a lot of this up. But what mobile wallet, what a web-based wallet is that it's a wallet that exists on a website. So it's a wallet that's, again, you think back to the exchange accounts, Coinbase. When you buy Bitcoin on Coinbase.com, That's a web-based wallet that exists on Coinbase. You access it through the web. It's different from a desktop wallet, which you access on your desktop. A mobile wallet you access on your phone, right? So with these web-based wallets, these are typically, you would be using these for, very like short-term kind of transactions. It's on an exchange. I'm buying and selling, then I'm sending it off of it. Um, the and I want to go back to the mobile wallets real quick too. Is the mobile wallets? Why would you be using a mobile wallet? It's your spending money. It's your coffee money. It's your your day-to-day kind of discretionary spending. Your hardware wallet is your savings account. That's your real secure account. Your mobile wallet and is your like day-to-day spending money. Your desktop wallet could be your day-to-day spending money, or if you're just working on the computer a lot, you're trading, you're managing a website where you're taking payments in cryptocurrencies. You're a business that's accepting payments. And then the web-based wallets are very short term. Those are like the exchanges. You're buying and selling really quickly. Now there is a product. Jameson is the CTO, I believe, of Casa Hodl. I want to bring up Casa real quick. I'm gonna tag him in this. I don't have an affiliate link yet, but I'm gonna shout him out because it is pretty good stuff. But like, if you're someone that wants an even extra layer of security, Casa right now with the Casa wallet is known to be the best solution. So what they allow you to do is they allow you to link your hardware wallet. So you create a hardware wallet with Bitcoin. You have their mobile wallet app, and then they hold what they call as the third key in the event of that, say you passed away. How does your loved one gain access to the Bitcoin? Well, they have the hardware wallet, and then Casa would be the third party that would also approve access to those funds to your family or your loved ones. This works on a membership, so you pay them monthly for the different tiers. They give you a really good walkthrough. I would go to Casa anyways. If you're looking to get into Bitcoin, go to Casa to read about the security and all the different stuff you should be doing. Subscribe to the email list because they do send out a lot of up-to-date security threats and things to keep an eye out for and look for and stuff. So I highly recommend them. But again, Casa is like, if you want that if you're someone that has like over 100,000, 150,000 in Bitcoin, you're going to probably want to start thinking about additional solutions like Casa for things like estate planning, custodial management and stuff like that. But that's really it. So again, what are Bitcoin keys, private keys and public keys? The private key is your master password. That gives access to the Bitcoin. That is what typically is shown when you create an account, 12 to 24 words. If you see 12 to 24 words, that when you create an account, if you see 12 to 24 words, that's your private key. Write those down on paper. Don't lose that. That is access to your crypto. Your Bitcoin public key is your address. So just like your PayPal address, just like your Venmo address, just like your bank account address, your check routing number, that's where people know to send your Bitcoin. You would give them your public address. So when someone says, Joe, I want to send you some Bitcoin, I would say, okay, here's my address, and that's my public Bitcoin address. I wouldn't give them my Bitcoin private key, right? Because that's the key to my Bitcoin and my funds. What are Bitcoin wallets? Bitcoin wallets are Bitcoin accounts that allow you to send and receive Bitcoin. So think of them like your bank account. Think of them like your Venmo account, like your PayPal account. These are I just got a new camera too, and the thing just died on me. But these accounts allow you to send and receive Bitcoin. So you need a Bitcoin wallet in order to send and receive Bitcoin. So that's what a Bitcoin wallet is. It's just like your Venmo account, just like your PayPal account. Same mentality. It allows you to send and receive money. But um, now, what kind of wallets exist? Well, there's, again, we talked about the most secure kind of wallets, which are hardware wallets. This is like your savings account. So this is, you want to buy a cold card or a Trezor for a hardware wallet to save like your long-term storage of Bitcoin on, like your savings account. There are desktop wallets like the Electrum wallet or like the Exodus wallet, which exist on your computers. These wallets are for things like if you're working online a lot, if you're a business that's taking payments online, stuff like that. And then there's Android and iPhone wallets, which are otherwise known as mobile wallets. These wallets are for, your daily spending money, your coffee money, sending and receiving payments from your phone. Not as secure as the hardware wallet, right? But still allows you to have, just like your checking account now or your PayPal account, you leave a little bit of cash out in those so you can make normal payments. Web-based wallets are wallets that exist on a website. So like your Coinbase, BitGo, these should be considered very short-term use. You shouldn't be leaving your Bitcoin on a website for too long. And then, for privacy, again, I should have brought up the Wasabi wallet. I am a privacy-focused guy. This is a mobile wallet. And this is, it's super, 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 super privacy-focused. So Tor integration, it's got built-in coin joins. What are coin joins? Coin joins are when you send your Bitcoin to another address, it's pooled together with a bunch of other ones and then sent out after that. So it makes the transaction a little bit more anonymous. And it's open sourced. So Wasabi Wallet is something for those privacy focused people or companies. People say to me, Joe, why privacy is a bad thing. Privacy and security is a bad thing. I say it is. Have you ever worked for a company that manages billions of dollars worth of revenue, or a pension fund that manages billions of dollars worth of pension funds where privacy and security is the top most important thing? That's where these tools come in. So again, it's all based on what your preference is, what you're looking to use it for. And then the extreme security is like the Casa wallet. So this would be like, I have my hardware wallet. I have a lot of money in Bitcoin. I want that extra layer of protection to make sure that, if I die or if I get robbed or something like that, my crypto is not going to be completely gone. All right. Wonderful. Well, I think that's going to be it, everyone. I'll have upcoming videos coming up, digging more into detail on these different types of wallets and how to set them up properly. I'll also be rolling out a bunch more crypto-related content coming up here. So, markets again are looking pretty good. We're going to be moving back as it kind of looks at this time. I mean, I don't know what the future holds. No one does. But, it seems like the U.S. government and a lot of countries around the world now and businesses are starting to buy Bitcoin either as a reserve asset or to hedge against the dollar. So as we kind of move through these next couple months here, I'll be rolling out a lot of content just to kind of help onboard people to learn more about Bitcoin, how to send, receive, and be your own bank. But that's it, y'all. If you want one-on-one Bitcoin coaching, I've got a Patreon. So right now I'm doing $50 a month, gives you 2 separate 30-minute sessions where I'll link up with you one-on-one, and I'll be able to answer any questions anyone has. I'll be able to help get you loaded up, sending, receiving. If you're a business, you're looking to integrate it into your website or your e-commerce platform, I can definitely help out with all of that. Appreciate you, Perez. And yeah, and then I've got links on there as well to buy Bitcoin with Swan Bitcoin with dollar cost averaging. That's when you can buy every week or every month. It's the best way to buy. Just set it, forget it, safe passwords. So there's a link there. And then yeah, y'all. So that's gonna be it. So thanks for y'all for sharing this moment with me. I hope you learn a little bit more about Bitcoin wallets, what they are, and the best ones to use. And again, if you have any more questions or comments after this live stream, leave them in the comment section. I'll be sure to answer them for you. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all soon. Take care.